guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a get ready with me, but I'm going to be using products that I've never used on camera before, or if I have, it's been a really long time, or products that are brand new to me and not necessarily new to the market, but new to me. So to prime my face, I'm going to use a product I've never used before. This is the Catrice Cosmetics Prime and Fine Beautifying Primer. It says it's soft focus effect, not long-lasting, naturally illuminating, even skin optically. So I just put a little bit on my hand. It's not super duper runny, but it is starting to run. And it looks kind of like a pinky, shimmery base. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that. I did just apply eye cream, so my under eyes look a little bit shiny. That's why. I did my moisturizer a while ago and I forgot to put on eye cream, so figured that didn't matter much for this case. So this is an illuminating primer. And I'm also going to be using application techniques that I don't normally use. Things that are kind of a little bit out of the norm for me, like I'm going to use a beauty blender to apply my foundation. I mean, I've owned one for a long time, I just don't always use one. So this is the Clinique Continuous Coverage Makeup Broad Spectrum SPF 15 in the shade, I think it's called Ivory Glow. And I'm just going to put a little bit on my hand. To me, Ivory Glow, I believe it's the lightest shade, and it's not light. So here's Ivory Glow. I'm using my regular old pink beauty blender and I'm just stippling that onto the face. Alright, now I'm using another product I don't use very often. This is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Aqua Concealer in light medium. This one has the largest doe foot applicator I've ever seen. Don't need much since that applicator is so large. And now I'm using the Micro Beauty Blender, which is a little teeny tiny beauty blender that I have actually never used. I don't know, I don't think this is needed. I think I could have used the pointed end of my beauty blender. I mean, this would be good for like, I don't even know, it's so hard to hold. It's really soft though, really like cushy almost. Very small. Alright, now I'm using another product I've never used before. This is the Dermablend Professional Loose Setting Powder. I got this in a subscription box recently. My beauty blender is drying a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and use that. I'm just pressing it into place, but I think I'm going to have to use a big fluffy brush also to like brush this away because I kind of got a lot on. This looks so white compared to my body. We're going to have to bronze up a storm, but let me go ahead and use a big fluffy brush. I'm going to brush off any excess powder I might have. That foundation is very glowy, so even me with normal skin, I have to set it or I look like a grease ball within an hour. So, okay. Now I'm using the Pure Mineral Glow. This is like a bronzer by Pure. And I'll just use a Carity Cosmetics brush. You know, this isn't like super duper pigmented, but I think that's why I like it. It's kind of an easier to pull off bronzer. This is actually the first time I'm using this as well. I knew I needed to like bronze everywhere today because my foundation is so light. Yeah, I do not like Carity brushes. If you guys have a chance to try Carity brushes, I would skip them. You can see I have like hairs on my face now from the brush, like it's shedding. So I'm using the clean brush that I used to blend out my foundation and powder to like brush away the stray hairs from that brush, which you shouldn't have to do. Alright, for blush I'm going to be using this by Tarte. I just got this in the Allure Beauty Box. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Blushing Bride. You don't need much with these either. I like that they're buildable, but I'm not going for a heavy blushed look today, just a nice blush. And then I haven't used this on camera, I don't believe. This is the NYX Illuminator in the shade Enigmatic. And it's basically like a peachy kind of highlighter. I'm going to use that same Carity brush. And I like it because the pairing of these two products is kind of unusual, but it's pretty too. The blush is very cool toned, and then this is like a peachy toned highlighter, so that's kind of neat. I'm just going to prime my eyes today. MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. And I'm going to put it right back in that drawer because if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is like my go-to eye primer that I've been using for years. I've had Painterly too, but basically the same product, just a different shade. And I really like it, so I'm going to use that. Now I'm going to go ahead and fill in my brows. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the shade Soft Brown. I don't use this very often on camera. I've actually had this one probably for like a year, but I started using my drugstore alternatives more. I actually really like the e.l.f. one and the NYX brow pencil that are just like this. So this pencil I think is like 20 bucks. Could be 19 to like $23. Sorry, but I'm not going to be buying another one of these because I really like the NYX micro brow pencil and the e.l.f. one. And the NYX one are like a half or a tenth of the price or something like that. Like, it's crazy. So as I said, I won't be buying the full size unless I like got it in a subscription box or like as a gift or something. If it came in like a set, you know, maybe I would buy it, but not on its own. For my eyes, I'm going to try this Douce, D-O-U-C-C-E is the brand name. It's by Allure Beauty's beauty box that I get. And these are kind of like a pop, you can pop them out, these 4 shades. And there's a dark gray, a white, a shimmery pink. So I'm going to try this shimmery pink and use that in the crease. And this is just a fluffy brush by Crown, like a blender brush. Then I'm going to use the Makeup Geek Defined Crease Brush. And I'm using that off-white shimmery shade in here, underneath the brow bone. And on the inner corner. The Estee Lauder Pure Color, this is in the shade Tranquil Moon, and that's a satin finish. So this will kind of like, it's a little bit more of a pinky tone, but I think this will tone down that color, that white, a little bit. And then, I'm cheating, this is a product I have used a lot on my channel. This is Bobbi Brown's eyeshadow in the shade Toast. Just because I want a transition shade, I'm looking in my mirror over here, that's a little bit warmer. And then I'm going to go ahead and take this color on the lid as well with the same brush. It's kind of like a warm orangey camel brown. Very, like a nice tan, I guess you could say. But it's very orangey, yellowy, golden orange. I don't even know. I know I'm like I'm just going to list a bunch of color names. Golden orange, tannish. Do you ever feel like beauty, like people have beauty channels do that all the time? And then I'm going to use a Milani Bella Eyes Gel Powder Eyeshadow in the shade 24 Bella Bronze. It's a metallic bronzy shade, but since I'm wearing like bronze on my shirt, I thought it would be fun to use a bronzy shade in the crease in the outer V, warm it up a little bit. And then I'm going to do some liner. Liner today, I could go bright blue. I'm going to use what's left on this brush right there on the lower lash line as my liner. I'm not going to use eyeliner down there, I'm just going to use that. Fluffy brush to blend out the edges a little bit of that outer reef shade, just a little. I'm going to use MAC's Costa Riche Eye Kohl. It's like a warm brown pencil liner. For mascara, I will use the Dior Show Iconic Overcurl Mascara. I've never used this on my channel before. I've actually never used it at all, so I'm going to try this out. It's just a deluxe size. Do you guys prefer when I zoom you in more, or is this okay distance? I feel like when I watch other people's channels, they never zoom in as close as I do on my channel, but maybe I'm wrong. If you're watching this, please let me know. I'm not like overly impressed with this mascara. I've had this deluxe size sample for a while though, so it could just be that it's like not that. I've never opened it, but like it could just be that it's a little bit older. Since Lash Princess False Lash Effect mascara, because this one gives me that oomph that I want that Dior one didn't give me. What's funny is that Dior one, the full size is probably $30 to $40. And this one is $5, and I like it more. Go figure. Lips, I'm going to use this Bite Beauty lip crayon, and this is in the shade Sable. It's their high pigment pencil. And Sable. It's like a nude, a nudie kind of color, and then I'm going to go over it with a gloss. This is the Touch and Soul Metallic Liquid Foil Lipstick Duo. It's like penny something, but it's like a coppery brown. I'm just using the gloss from the... And then for a setting spray, I have never used this before either. This is the Kula brand makeup setting spray. I like it because it says it has green tea, aloe, broad spectrum SPF 30, and hyaluronic acid. So if you don't put an SPF on, or if you're, you know, that foundation had SPF 15, but then if I put a setting spray that's SPF 30, I know you don't stack the SPF, but at least I'm getting it in 2 different products. It smells like it has things in it, like hyaluronic acid. It doesn't smell like fruity or fresh or anything like that. It smells like chemicals. But that is it for my get ready with me using products I don't use very often. I'll give you a little bit of a close-up of that eye look. Just a nice neutral day look for a Sunday at home. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.